What is up, my fishy friends? This is the Aqua Student, and we're here with the 29-gallon Planted Aquarium. Look at that jungle. Everything's just going nuts. CO2's finally working out well. I've only had to fix it a few times, so I'm very happy about that. Plants are doing great. Fish are doing awesome. I think I know what I'm going to stock this with in the future. I just got to find them, and I'll update you guys when I have that locked down. Anyway, I have some devious plans. I've got about a week or so left in my winter break. I've been getting quite a bit of work done, but all work and no play leads to a very boring Aqua student or something like that. I think that's how the quote goes. Anyway, what I'm thinking, these devious plans come in action, is I'm going to tear down this tank. You heard me. I'm going to tear it down. I'm going to rip it apart. Take everything out, just tear it apart. And I have a reason for that. This tank is also going to be taken apart. I'm going to completely drain it down and put this in storage because I don't need it running anymore. And I want to save a little bit on electricity. Not to mention space. So take this out, strip it down, clear out the water. I have a little gap here. We of course have the 20 long right next to it. This one's holding all the African cichlid fry and currently 2 African cichlid mamas. We've got one there on the right, one here right in the center. And so hopefully I can get them to spit, all that stuff. I'm going to do a water change. It's due on that tank. Do a water change, and I'm going to slide this tank down to the right. That'll open up hopefully 30 inches on the left side here, where I can slide a 29-gallon tank, or fit a 29-gallon tank right in there. That way I can take this stand off. The stand's actually made for a 20 high. I took some 2x4s, cut into size to put on it. Originally, when I got the stand, I didn't have a tape measure on it. It was one of the super sale things that were just on clearance at Petco, and it said for a 20-gallon tank. I didn't realize it was a 20 high, not a 20 long, because a 20 long is the same dimension as a 29. So I thought it would have been perfect, but I was robbed. Anyway, it's worked out nicely, but I would really like to have that space, and it's just kind of a little bit bulky there. And if that tank's gone, I'm going to be able to slide everything down and not have to worry about it as much. Plus, I really would like to get the 20 long not to be set up anymore. It's just one more tank that I have to deal with that I really don't want to have to deal with it. It's nice to be raising all this fry, but it's just such a pain and I don't want to have to deal with it. It's not pretty to look at. It's just kind of messy and grungy and just pure industrial style, and I really don't like that. I like nature looking. Look at that. That looks pretty. That does not look pretty. Anyway, if you catch the subtlety of my message earlier, I said a 29-gallon tank, not the 29-gallon tank. And that's because I am tearing this one down, as I said. But it's not going to be permanently torn down. I know, this is really confusing. By the way, rule number 1, do not stick milk or a glass of milk on top of your fish tank forget about it, and then lift up your canopy hood and then spill milk everywhere. It's just really not good. This, of course, is a 55-gallon African cichlid tank, which I'll update you guys in a future video. But the reason I'm here is not this, even though it's so pretty. It's that right there. So this is a brand new 29-gallon aquarium. I picked it up at the Petco $1 per gallon sale. I just thought I'd stop in. I knew at this time last year they had the sale, and why not? This kind of falls into place nicely with my devious plans. So let's just jump back over here for the prettyfulness. Anyway, I picked up a new 29-gallon tank. The reason for that is the old one I have I bought used. It was actually the original African cichlid tank, and bought it used. Has a few scratches on it. I mean, it's pretty. It works well. Nothing wrong with it. It's just not perfect, and I want perfect. But that does not mean it's not useful to me. What I'm going to do with that is tie it into the devious plans that I've been working on. So for a while now, I've had this 135-gallon South American community brewing in my mind. I'm tapping my forehead right now, that you can obviously see. So I've had this plan brewing in my mind, and what I would like to do is use this PVC pipe. There's a lot of other gadgets and stuff in that plastic bag there, but I'm going to be building a PVC overflow and a sump that'll be housed in the lower left hand side of this tank. Now, I've been wanting to experiment with this for a while. I've got some different filter medias that I've been wanting to test out, some porous recycled glass, K1 fluidized bed media, things like that. And this is going to be the perfect opportunity. Plus, it'll be another way that I can help keep this tank cleaner and, of course, the fish happier. So that's kind of tying into the whole plan here. What I can do is take everything out of the current 29-gallon and put it in this perfectly good specimen. By doing so, by tearing everything out, I can, first of all, like purge the gravel of all the debris, or sorry, the sand of all the debris, anything like that. And then I can rescape it to look exactly how I want it. Everything's been growing really well, which is fantastic, but it also means that it's now kind of jungly and grown beyond the locations that I originally had. I mean, you saw in there, there's like dwarf sedge growing all across the front of it, which is awesome, but not quite what I want to have, especially if I can deal with it. So that's kind of the plan that's building up and brewing. I've got a little work to do on this tank before I can get the move happening, but it'll give me something to do to keep busy in the next week or so. Anyway, I will keep you guys posted on the progress of both the 29-gallon, the 55-gallon, the 135-gallon sump project, and all the other stuff in the other room that you can't see through the wall. Thank you guys very much for watching, and if you would, like me on Facebook, that's facebook.com/aquastudent. I post more frequent updates there, little behind the scenes videos, images, comments, things like that. It's a better way to keep up with what's going on and a nice, easy way for me to communicate with you guys. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and tank on.